Atul's 24-page long suicide note and a 90-minute long recorded video has forced the nation to introspect on the need for gender-neutral laws.
सिस्टम ऐसा है, जस्टिस देने वाले लोग अगर ऐसे हैं तो कानून व्यवस्था से तो बिल्कुल जहां हम जस्टिस की उम्मीद करते हैं वो ख़त्म हो जानी चाहिए। हमारे मेन के लिए ऐसा कोई फोरम नहीं बनाया गया है या ऐसा कोई जगह नहीं दी गई है हमें कि जहां पे हम अपनी बात रख सकें।
मेरा लड़का भीतर भीतर घुट रहा था, इस न्याय प्रणाली से इतना टूट चुका था, वहाँ के भ्रष्टाचार को देख के, वहाँ की सिस्टम को देख के, कि उसको ऐसा फैसला लेना पड़ा। इसलिए वो 2-3 महीना पहले से इस बात को सोच लिया था कि मुझे आवाज़ उठाना है। न्याय प्रणाली पर सवाल उठाते हुए हम परिवार का कम से कम ध्यान रखते हुए इस पर ध्यान दें और इस व्यवस्था को सही करें।
Atul's family and in-laws are in an intense to and fro of words.
40,000 रुपया मेंटेनेंस का मांग के वो जौनपुर में पढ़ाती थी, आज पूसा रोड में कोई कहे कि 20,000 रुपया 4 साल के बच्चे पर खर्च कर रहे हैं, मानने वाली बात है? मेरा बच्चा जिस समय पैदा हुआ था उसका वेट कितना था, आज उसका वेट कितना है, इसको तो आप चेक कर लीजिए। वो बहुत अच्छे कंपनी में है, उसकी बहुत बढ़िया पैकेज है, उसके बावजूद भी कानून व्यवस्था इतनी लचर है कि जहाँ पर जो मांग रही है दे रहा। चूँकि मजिस्ट्रेट को तो वहाँ पर लेडीज है मीडिएशन में और उसको पैसा चाहिए, पैसा नहीं दीजिएगा तो कुछ भी कर सकती है।
न कोई वहाँ हमारे परिवार का मेंबर था, न कोई इस बीच कोई 3 साल से मुकदमा चल रहा है कोर्ट में, इस बीच कोई हमारी उन लोगों से भेंट हुई या बातचीत हुई, ये अचानक कैसे क्या हो गया, इसके हम लोग कोई दोषी नहीं है।
On cam is how Atul's in-laws disappeared on a bike last night. The probe has gathered unprecedented momentum. Authorities have seized Atul's suicide note along with his laptop and phone. Police officials have also seized documents from Atul's residence. Furthermore, a Bengaluru police team is in Uttar Pradesh to quiz the accused. Top sources to Republic say that Atul's wife Nikita Singhania is likely to be arrested in Jaunpur and brought to Bengaluru. The 34-year-old Bengaluru techie's suicide over harassment has shaken the conscience of the nation. The larger problem that comes up is the weaponization of laws like Section 498A. As justice for Atul becomes a nationwide campaign, is there a need for gender-neutral laws?
आज हमारे साथ अतुल के पिताजी पवन मोदी जी हैं, उनकी माताजी अंजू मोदी जी हैं और उनके भाई विकास मोदी जी हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। पहले मैं चाहूँगा कि पवन मोदी जी आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? मैं अर्नब गोस्वामी बोल रहा हूँ, मेरी आवाज़ आपको आ रही है?
मैं सुन पा रहा हूँ।
पवन जी, अभी हमने देखा एक तस्वीर आई जिसमें देखा कि जो ये निकिता की माता जी हैं और उनके भाई हैं वो एक मोटरसाइकिल में बैठ के निकल जाते हैं और अभी पता नहीं उनकी लोकेशन क्या है। बात सुनने में आ रही कि निकिता की गिरफ्तारी हो सकती है, तो पहले ये पूछना चाहूँगा कि ये कैसे हुआ और आपकी मांग क्या है?
सर, ये वाकया जो है मैंने 2019 में शादी हुई थी, उसके बाद मेरे पास एक दिन के लिए वो आई थी, दूसरे दिन वो चली गई। उसकी ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं मॉरिशस जाऊं हनीमून मनाने। मेरा बेटा मेरे से पूछा कि पापा क्या करूं? मैं कहा जाओ, बहू आई है घर में, जहाँ ही कहती है जाओ। तो वो दूसरे दिन चली गई और उसके बाद वो मॉरिशस गई। मॉरिशस से आने के बाद जिसमें कंपनी में काम करती थी तो हरदम लेट जाती थी और हमारे लड़का को भी अच्छा नहीं लगता था, लेकिन वो कुछ बोलता नहीं था, समझाता था कि लेट जाना उचित नहीं है। लेकिन कंपनी वाले तंग आकर के उसको प्रेगनेंसी पीरियड जब हुआ तो उसका एक बहाना करके उसको हटा दिए और उसको पैसा भी नहीं देते थे। मेरा बेटा उससे फिर कंपनी वाला से समझ उमझ के पैसा उसको दिलवाया। उसके बाद वो प्रेगनेंसी पीरियड में जब आ गई तो उसने कहा कि मम्मी क्या करूं, तो हमने अपनी वाइफ को वहाँ दिसंबर में भेज दिया। 2019 में शादी हुई, 20 के दिसंबर में हमने उसको भेजा, 19 के दिसंबर में ही भेज दिया और 20 फरवरी को मेरे पोते ने जन्म लिया। तो 4 महीना मेरी पत्नी वहाँ रही, सेवा की और अपनी बहू का जो फर्ज होता है सास का उसने निभाया। कोई तरह की कोई अनबन कोई बात नहीं थी, लेकिन उसका एक ही जो दिनचर्या थी, मेरी पत्नी देखती दिन भर में अपनी माँ से वो 20 बार 30 बार फ़ोन पर बात करती थी और उसकी माँ से बात करने के बाद उसका व्यवहार जो है एक अजीब सा हो जाता था। लेकिन हमारी पत्नी देखती थी कि चलो कोई बात नहीं है, मैं आई हूँ और बेटा बहू खुश रहे, इसलिए ये भीतर भीतर घुटती रहती थी। इसको वहीं पर डायबिटीज भी हुई, घुटने के कारण कहिए चाहे जिस कारण से कहिए। खैर उसके बाद 20 तारीख को जब पोता हुआ तो ये 21 मार्च को वहाँ से आ गई और उनके साथ ही आई है। बनारस उनको जाना था और इनको पटना आना था, तो ये कभी एयरपोर्ट में अकेले गई नहीं थी, तो इनके साथ ही अतुल ने भेज दिया। तो ये पटना की फ़्लाइट पकड़ी और वो लोग बनारस की फ़्लाइट पकड़ के गए। सब कुछ बढ़िया था, लेकिन संजोग की बात थी कि जो 2021 में कोविड हो गया और कोविड में सबसे ज़्यादा उस समय फ्लो बेंगलोर में था। तो मेरा लड़का देखा कि अब इसको कोविड हो गया है, मेरी मम्मी को डायबिटीज है, तो मैं मम्मी को ना बुला के अपनी सास को बुला लूँ। लगता है कि वही एक सबसे खराब समय सोचने का था जो उसकी माँ को वहाँ बुला लिया गया। और उसकी माँ पहले से 17-18 लाख रुपया हमारे बच्चे से ली हुई थी। फिर उसने आने के बाद कोविड उसको बहुत, मेरा लड़का परेशान हो करके दवाई खोज खोज के लाता था। बेंगलुरु में पूरी लाश उस समय में रोड पर थी और कोई उठाने वाला नहीं था, कोई से हॉस्पिटल में कोई इलाज करने वाला नहीं था। मेरा लड़का डॉक्टर से कंसल्ट करके और खोज खोज के दवाई लाता था। माने कोई 10 किलोमीटर में एक दवाई मिल रही है, दूसरी तरफ 10 किलोमीटर में मिल रही। उस कोविड में जाके दवाई लाया, उनका ऑक्सीजन लाया और उनको फ़ायदा होने लग गया। और उसकी माँ की जब टिकट बनी हुई थी रिटर्निंग की, तो उसने कहा कि नहीं 4-5 दिन की टिकट और मैं 4-5 दिन के बाद जाऊंगी। अतुल ने फिर उसको कैंसिल करा के 5 दिन बाद की टिकट बनवाया और उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा कि 20 लाख रुपया आप और हमको दीजिए, सो हम आपको फिर लौटा देंगे। मेरे लड़के ने मना कर दिया, कहा कि ये जो पैसा मैं दिया हूँ मैं बिना फैमिली से पूछे हुए दिया हूँ और पैसा मैं देने में सक्षम नहीं हूँ। तब उसकी माँ का व्यवहार आस्ते आस्ते बदलते चला गया। 2-3-4 दिन के बाद उसने कहा कि ऐसा कीजिए ना, यहाँ कोविड बहुत ज़्यादा है। मैं अपनी बच्ची को और मेरे पोते को लेकर के वो चली आई जौनपुर आने के बाद एक नया खेल चालू हो गया कि मेरा लड़का पूछता था कि कब आओगी, तो कहती थी कि अभी मैं नहीं आऊँगी। उसके बाद कहता था वीडियो कॉलिंग करके, तुम व्योम नाम रखा था हमारे पोते का, व्योम, तो व्योम से बात कराओ। तो 2-3 दिन वीडियो कॉलिंग करके उससे बात दिखाई और 1 साल का बच्चा था। आप सोच सकते हैं कि जिसको पहला इशू होता है उसके माँ बाप को कितनी खुशी होती है। और उसके बाद वीडियो कॉलिंग कराना छोड़ दी और कही कि ये बात करना भी छोड़ दी। तो अतुल ने एक दिन उसको
उन्होंने उल्टा आरोप डाला है ये, और इसके बाद उल्टा
रिटर्न करो।
नहीं, उनका उल्टा आरोप है कि विकास की आपकी फैमिली ने उनको मारा, उनकी माता को मारा
जी,
कि अतुल ने अल्कोहल पीने के बाद उनको मारा और सारा उनका पैसा, निकिता कहती है कि मेरा सारा पैसा वो अपने अकाउंट में डालते थे। ये सब कुछ जो है, और ये भी कहा कि
तो ये
जी
इसका प्रूफ तो आपको उसके अकाउंट से मिल जाएगा ना जी। उसका प्रूफ तो उसके अकाउंट से मिल जाएगा कि पैसा मेरे लड़के ने दिया भी और वापस भी लिया। तो और उसके बाद उसने कौन सा पैसा उसका ट्रांसफर कर लिया अपने अकाउंट में, ये तो उसका प्रूफ की बात है, तो ऑनलाइन बात है, अकाउंट की बात है। उसका अकाउंट निकाल के देखा जाए। और मारपीट करने की बात है, वो तो पूसा में एक दिन रही। अब मैं कभी बेंगलुरु गया ही नहीं, तो मैं कभी उसने एक्सेप्ट किया है अदालत में कि मेरे ससुर कभी बेंगलुरु आए नहीं और दोबारा मैं कभी बिहार गए नहीं।
I want to also जी एक मिनट, I also want to tell everyone watching कि the IT company Accenture, I am told, had locked its official X or Twitter account because there were so many posts from people targeting Accenture and saying that it should fire Atul's wife Nikita Singhania, who is an employee of Accenture. Now विकास है ना कि अभी जो अतुल सुभाष के ब्रदर इन लॉ अनुराग सिंघानिया वो वहाँ घर से निकल चुके हैं। एक वीडियो है, आई लाइक टू प्ले द वीडियो कि उनकी माताजी भी देर रात एक बाइक में बैठ के वहाँ से निकल चुकी हैं, राइट? तो आर यू रेडी फॉर अ लॉन्ग फाइट? आपने जस्टिस इज ड्यू का प्लेकार्ड रखा हुआ है, मगर इसको कितनी दूर तक आप लड़ पाएंगे विकास? सवाल ये है क्योंकि हमारे देश में कोर्ट कचहरी पुलिस ये सब टाइम कंज्यूमिंग एक्सरसाइज है। विल यू बी एबल टू फाइट दिस आफ्टर अ फ्यू डेज?
सर, मैंने अपने भाई को खोया है और मेरे लिए जो खोने की चीज़ थी वो मैंने खो चुका हूँ। अब एट द एंड तक मैं फाइट करने के लिए रेडी हूँ, चाहे वो जुडिशियल सिस्टम से हो या किसी भी चीज़ से हो। मैं इस सिस्टम की बात आपसे कल भी कर चुका हूँ और मैं इसी सिस्टम का मेरे भाई के जो अभी सिचुएशन हो रही है वो भी मैं सिस्टम के फ्लॉ को बताना चाहता हूँ। मैं आपके माध्यम से लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ कि इक्वलिटी कैसे है इस देश में कानून की, और जेंडर वाइज लॉ का यूटिलाइज हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, या मिसयूज हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, वो आपके थ्रू मैं लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ। मैं एक फ़ोटो आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ जिसमें एक लड़की की फ़ोटो है जो कुछ दिन पहले शायद सुसाइड की थी, जिसमें उन्होंने कोई वीडियो या कोई सुसाइड नोट जो है उन्होंने डाला नहीं था। उसके बॉयफ्रेंड को इमीडिएटली गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया विदाउट एनी एविडेंस। यहीं पे एक दूसरी तरफ एक लड़का है जो सुसाइड का वीडियो डाला था 20 मिनट्स का, 3 पेजेस के सुसाइड नोट्स डाले थे, और इसके बाद भी इसमें प्रूफ किया था कि इसमें उसकी फियांसे जो है वो टॉर्चर करी है, इसे एक्सटॉर्ट करी है। उसके बाद भी इसके 2 महीने तक एफआईआर नहीं हुए थे और गिरफ्तारी भी नहीं हुई थी। सेम अगर मैं अपने भाई की बात करूं तो मैंने 9 तारीख को एफआईआर किया था। कुछ दिन 2 दिन पहले हमारे पास मीडिया के थ्रू था कि वो लोग बात नहीं करना चाहती हैं। तो क्या ऐसा नहीं लगता कि ये 3 दिन 4 दिन जो दिए गए हैं इसमें उनको राहत दे दी गई कि वो भाग सके, वो जा सके, या पुलिस इस पे एक्शन नहीं कर रही अभी तक? तो ये सिस्टम पे सवाल उठता है कि लड़की अगर सुसाइड कर लेती तो शायद मुझे लगता है कि मुझे और मेरे फादर मदर को इमीडिएट गिरफ्तारी की गई होती।
जी, क्या आपकी माताजी जो आपके पास बैठी है कुछ कहना चाहेंगी? क्या आपकी माताजी जो बैठे हैं क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगी?
जी,
आपकी माताजी है वहाँ पे, क्या वो कुछ कहना चाहेंगी हमारे सारे दर्शकों को जो अतुल सुभाष के केस को लेकर?
मैं अपने बच्चा का दूसरा, मेरा बाबू चाहिए मेरे को, दूसरा अतुल सुभाष चाहिए मेरे को, मेरे बच्चे को न्याय चाहिए, मेरे बच्चा को न्याय दिला दीजिए, मेरे बच्चा को न्याय दिला दीजिए, मेरे बच्चा को दूसरा मेरा पोता दिला दीजिए। मैं उसके सहारे जी लूंगी, ऐसे मैं तो मर जाऊंगी, मैं नहीं जी पाऊंगी। मैं नहीं जी पाऊंगी, मैं दूसरा अतुल जाना चाहती हूँ, दूसरा अतुल मेरे को मिल जाएगा तो मैं जी लूंगी, उसके सहारे मैं जी लूंगी।
जी जी जी, मैं चाहूँगा इस वक्त, मैं बिल्कुल समझ पा रहा हूँ आप विकास जी, मैं थोड़े आपने जो बात कही बहुत, आप अपने माताजी को ये बताइए कि उनकी आवाज़ और आपकी मांग पूरे देश भर में जा रही है, एक तरह से मुहिम बन चुकी है पूरे देश भर में अतुल के लिए, तो सारे देश के लोग उनके साथ।
आपसे कुछ चीज़ें और कुछ और बात करना चाहता हूँ सर। आपने ही शायद ये कैश फॉर जस्टिस के बारे में बात किया था 2017 में, कोई स्टिंग ऑपरेशन चलाए थे आपने मुंबई किला कोर्ट में और पटना सिविल कोर्ट में, जिसमें रिश्वत लेते हुए लोगों को आपने पकड़ा था।
जी जी।
तो मेरे भाई भी एक सिस्टम पे और कोर्ट के ऊपर जो जज हैं उसके करप्शन के एलिगेशंस लगाए हैं। तो मैं आपके माध्यम से ये समझना चाहता हूँ कि क्या रिश्वत जो है वो चल रही थी उस टाइम पे भी, और आज जो मेरे भाई ने बताया है ये सिलसिला आज तक जारी है।
जी।
जो कैश फॉर जस्टिस था वो आज भी स्टिंग ऑपरेशन के बाद भी कुछ नहीं हुआ, उसके ऊपर कोई कानून नहीं बने, कुछ नहीं बना।
देखिए जो
हमारे
बातें
मेन के लिए कोई कानून नहीं है इस इंडिया में।
जी विकास, नहीं कानून है मगर कानून का उल्लंघन भी हो रहा है, मिसयूज भी हो रहा है।
कोई ऐसा कानून नहीं है हमारे मेन के लिए सर, कोई कानून नहीं है जिसमें हम अपनी बात रख सकें, जाके हरासमेंट की कोई बात कर सकें। कोई फोरम नहीं है, कोई कमेटी नहीं है जिसपे हम जाके, अगर हरासमेंट लड़कों को किया जा रहा है तो मैं अपनी बात जाके रख सकूं। कोई ऐसा जस्टिस देने का जगह नहीं है। और अगर कोर्ट पे बैठे हुए सबसे उच्च पद पे बैठे हुए लोग, जो उच्च पद पे जो लोग बैठे हैं, अगर वही करप्ट हैं तो फिर पता नहीं।
जी जी मैं आपकी बात समझ पा रहा हूँ। और हमारे साथ इस वक्त बृंदा अधिगे हैं, मृणालिनी देशमुख है, ये सीनियर एडवोकेट हैं, मुंबई से फैमिली लॉ को से डील करती हैं। और हमारे साथ
कोई नहीं, मेरे बच्चा को न्याय दिला दीजिए, मेरे को पता चाहिए।
हम बिल्कुल
उसके सहारे जी लूंगी, उसको देख के
हम बिल्कुल कोशिश करेंगे।
दूसरा अतुल सुभाष आ जाएगा, मैं अपराधी के पास नहीं।
जी विकास जी, मैं
सर मेरी माँ का ये डिमांड है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जो डायरेक्शंस हैं कि जिसमें पोते का जो है वो जो कार्यभार है वो 18 साल तक जो है वो माँ के साथ ही रह सकती है। तो मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट से ये दरखास्त भी करूँगा कि अगर वो अपराधी है और इस तरह का माइंडसेट अगर उनका है, जिस तरह का वो अभी प्रतीत हो रहा है, बाकी डिक्लेरेशन तो कोर्ट ही देगी कि कौन सही है कौन गलत है। तो मैं आपके द्वारा ये डिमांड करता हूँ कि मेरी मदर को मेरे भाई का जो बेटा है वो दिलवाया जाए, न्याय दिलवाया जाए मेरे भाई को।
जी मैं इसी विषय पर मृणालिनी देशमुख से पूछना चाहूँगा। अनिल मूर्ति भी हमारे साथ है, बृंदा अधिगे हैं। मृणालिनी, आप जरा 2 मिनट रहें प्रोग्राम में। मृणालिनी, व्हाट कैन बी डन इन अ केस लाइक दिस? क्या किया जा सकता है? वो जानना चाहते हैं कि उनके सामने क्या ऑप्शन है, फैमिली के सामने, अतुल सुभाष के फैमिली के सामने।
So I think the only option that is available to him is to file an FIR for the abetment of suicide, which is already been filed, I'm told. Cognizance should be taken about the complaint which has been made. Thorough investigation has to be done, and mostly importantly, what I need to express is there has to be an awareness that has to be brought about the lopsided laws that are being followed in the country, which is the need of the hour and which is a larger issue that we need to tackle. Today, you and I know, Arnab, we have been on several debates where we fought for women's rights, for the safety of the women, for the security of the women, the rights of the women. But what happens when such women abuse the law, take it to the next level? I am dealing with so many cases, Arnab, where I represent the husband, where 498 cases are filed. In one of my cases, there is complete acquittal given to the father, to the mother, and to the boy. And at the end of it, the girl goes away scot-free. Oh, sorry, I'm not able to prove my case. Yeah. What have you done to the reputation,
what about the harassment, exactly,
and what they have undergone those 4 years?
I agree with you, Brinda.
What about the mental agony?
Brinda, you pick up.
Even everybody has a reputation.
I feel, Brinda, that women's activists should not look at issues like this as anti-women. The silence of women's activists on this case is actually quite shocking, Brinda, for me personally. Why are they so quiet on this, on the Atul Subhash case?
As far as I know,
is the woman always right and men always wrong?
No, that kind of a blanket statement can never be made, that men are wrong and women are right, and men are always the perpetrators and women are the victims. No, that is not at all true. It is not correct, and I'm sure that women's rights activists would also agree with me that this is not the sentence statement that we want to make. That said, we need to also understand that the laws, there is no problem with the laws. It is the execution, the enforcement of the law. Now, in the case that Madam, the lawyer, explained just now, the senior advocate explained, I'm wondering why the judge did not take this discretionary power that is there with the judge to say, I will now want to direct that you be penalized in this manner.
No, but where is the scope for that? You see, there has to be a provision for penalty. I want to go to Anil Murty. Is there a provision for penalty? आज अगर किसी ने 498A का केस किसी के खिलाफ कर दिया और प्रूव नहीं कर पाए, जैसे 90% लोग प्रूव नहीं कर पाते, तो कोई तो उनके खिलाफ तो एक्शन होता नहीं है. सिर्फ 5, 10, 15 साल पूरे एक फैमिली को पर हैरेसमेंट होती है. Anil?
Arnab, let me answer this way. That there are clear provisions. Okay, let us not even look for any additional provisions. There is already provisions in the law called IPC 211 or BNS 248, under which malicious prosecution is a crime. People can be jailed, people can be fined. However, the judges do not initiate these proceedings. Okay, the Parliament of India has openly said if there are false cases, then let there be IPC 211 applied. Sushil Shinde, Home Minister, during the Nirbhaya cases 2013, March 19th, 2013, when they were filed, he said false cases are happening, they can happen.
No.
But there is IPC 211. But
I agree. Now, Anil, only for want of time I have to wrap up, but I want to say one thing, Anil. और मैं फैमिली को कहना चाहूँगा कि इस केस को इतना मीडिया फोकस मिल चुका है और अतुल सुभाष ने इतने डिटेल में अपने डिक्लेरेशन में ये कह दिया है, तो उन सब चीज़ों की तहकीकात हो. अगर अतुल सुभाष ने गलत कहा तो ठीक है, मगर अगर अतुल सुभाष ने सही कहा और इस तरह से पूरी फैमिली को टॉर्चर किया गया, तो फिर मैं पूछना चाहूँगा कि क्या सिंघानिया परिवार पर कुछ होगा? क्या उन पर कोई कार्रवाई होगी? क्या होता है कि आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू टेल यू, मृणालिनी, आप जैसे बड़े वकीलों को ऐसे केस उठाने चाहिए अगर आप सिस्टम को बदलना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि जो फैमिलीज़ हैं, जुडिशियल प्रोसेस बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होती है. कभी कभी बड़े वकीलों को ऐसे केसेस का समर्थन करना चाहिए, फाइट करना चाहिए. आई विल पुट यू इन टच मृणालिनी, यू कैन डिसाइड इफ़ यू वांट टू एडवाइस. मैं विकास मोदी जी, रिपब्लिक ने दूसरे दिन इस पूरे मामले पे फोकस की है. मैं इतना आपको आश्वस्त करता हूं कि इस पर पूरी तरह से हम फोकस करेंगे और जब तक जस्टिस नहीं होता, आप कह रहे जस्टिस इज ड्यू, जस्टिस कैन नॉट बी डिनाइड इन दिस केस. वी आर विथ यू. वी आर
मैं एक बात बोलना चाहता हूं.
संक्षिप्त में जरूर बोलिए पवन जी.
मैं बोलना चाहता हूं, मैं एक लाइन में बोलना चाहता हूं. अतुल सुभाष ने यदि सही नहीं कहा तो उनके बड़े वाले ताऊ के बारे में उन्होंने जिक्र किया है. उनके दो ताऊ जी हैं, दो माने हमारे समधी के दो भाई और हैं. एक का नाम उसने लिया और एक का नाम नहीं लिया, तो कहीं ना कहीं तो इन्वॉल्व थे ना वो.
नहीं, बिल्कुल. मैं अभी समय थोड़ा मेरे पास नहीं है, मगर मैं इस विषय पर फिर से वापस रहूंगा और लोग जागरूक रहें. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, very sensitive case. When I'm back, I will have Harish Salve with me on what he thinks about the decision on One Nation, One Poll passed by the cabinet today and the unending Soros story when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया. पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग.
डॉक्टर जहांगीर उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया.
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी.
समझ गया. मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है. इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, और घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया। पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग।
डॉक्टर जहांगीर उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, और घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया। पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग।
डॉक्टर जहांगीर उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, और घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, और घर पक्का।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a theory that if you try to suppress the truth, it comes back at you twice as hard. This has been the experience through my journalistic career, and everyone who has followed it knows that every time there was a scam, something wrong, once you try to suppress it too much, it came back twice as hard. This is also the case with the unending Soros story, and that is why it is refusing to go away. The Congress denied it. Priyanka Vadra said it's ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. But more and more facts are beginning to come out, and every fact is such a dirty allegation, that in the absence of a strong rebuttal, it raises very serious questions. So, for example, today, question number 1, did Sam Pitroda, or does Sam Pitroda, or has Sam Pitroda's organization, which he runs from the United States of America, get money from Soros? Remember, viewers, this is a question, not yet an allegation, but it needs an answer. Is there an organization called Global Knowledge Initiative that is run by Sam Pitroda, which is involved in organizing or financing the organizing of Rahul Gandhi's visits to the United States of America? And is the Global Knowledge Initiative, which is funding Rahul Gandhi's US visits, allegedly receiving money from George Soros? Question number 3. Did Soros also give money to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation? Did he? Has he? Will he? Question number 4 tonight. Has Soros also funded hundreds of individuals who are Congress members or known Congress supporters? What is Soros' interest in the Congress party? This man, who is known to be a very miserly person on other issues, is very, very generous with the Congress party. fifth question, is the media that takes funding from Soros always pro-Congress in its reporting? So the question here is, we are told that Soros has funded media organizations in India for indecently large amounts, either through equity, mostly through unexplained debt. And if he has, how is it that those organizations that take money from him are allegedly pro-Congress in their reporting? What's the link there? Next question, how many organizations in India have taken money from George Soros since he set up his organization in India in 1999? And was a person called Varad Pandey, who has led or leads or whatever, has a relationship with a fund called Omidyar, which is known for a political line in India, once a special advisor to Jairam Ramesh when he was a minister? Now, viewers, the question is this. We can keep running the scroll on the question. Fact is, these aren't throwing a dart in the air questions. These are specific questions. They aren't meant to make anyone uncomfortable, but they are meant to seek an explanation or an answer. You can't dismiss them as ridiculous. The questions are relevant, not ridiculous. And one day, one way or the other, we will get an answer to them. In the meantime, I want to reiterate my request, and it is still a very polite request to all the media organizations and sold out journalists in our country who have taken money directly or indirectly from Soros in terms of cash kind of freebies to declare their sins. Now, viewers, we'll put this up for debate later on the show. For now, I now want to go on to another point, which is the big move by the Modi government, which passed this very ambitious and, in my opinion, the very needed one nation, one poll bill, which was cleared by the Modi cabinet, ONOP, earlier this afternoon. The bill that needs as many as 18 changes in the constitution and needs 2/3 majority in both houses of parliament has a long journey ahead. On the one side, there are the right-thinking citizens of this country who want more governance and less politics. And there are others on the other side who simply are caught in the business of false realpolitik, who want to turn every local municipal poll into the ultimate contest of the government's mandate, who thrive on forecasting storms, tsunamis and whatnot for their favorite parties, and want to mislead the people on every legislative piece to suit their vote bank. Ladies and gentlemen, we are open about things. We support one nation, one poll. I believe you should support this as well. This will shut the shop permanently for people, the few people who want to hold on to perennial politics over governance. Now, I spoke earlier to Harish Salve, and I want to run a clip of our conversation on this subject. Remember, he was a member of the One Nation, One Poll panel. Here it is. For this section, I'm joined by Ridham Anand Bhardwaj, our legal editor, and we have with us Harish Salve. Ridham, and very topically today, we want to talk to him about the cabinet approval for the One Nation, One Poll, which is sort of being dismissed by the opposition, but which the government seems extremely keen on. So maybe your first question to him on that.
Yes, Mr. Salve, you were a member of the high-level committee along with everyone else. I just want to ask you on this. You were always a supporter of One Nation, One Election. Today, it's going to become a reality. Shockingly, not so shockingly, the opposition is trying to state it's going to be unjust. They've not been spoken by. Mamata Banerjee has come out very strongly against it, saying it's anti-federal. How do you look at it, sir?
So, one is the politics of the situation, on which I am hardly equipped to comment. But if you look at it from two dimensions, the good sense behind the proposal and the constitutional implication of the proposal, it answers both questions. The good sense behind the proposal is in a number of chapters. where the implications of having frequent elections in a state, one state or the other, have been measured in economic terms. Fact of the matter is, and we've just seen elections in Maharashtra. Let's just talk about elections in Maharashtra. Not a single senior member of the cabinet missed, people who matter missed being in Maharashtra. How many days of work of ministries, of functions of vital importance was taken away? Similarly, senior members of parliament of the opposition parties were busy in Maharashtra when maybe they could have been in parliament or their own constituencies. So it is an impact on GDP. Plus you have the model court which comes into play, decisions are not announced. And then now you have this competitive liberalism of freebie culture. Every time there's an election, more and more freebies are announced. There are so many different dimensions. If you have one good consolidated election, and it's a very myopic view to say it's only 5,000 crores or 10,000 crores. That's the cost of the election. But believe me, when you go into the analysis, that's the least relevant factor. It is a relevant factor, it's the least relevant factor. The amount of deployment of civil servants in the election exercise, I know for a fact, so many things get stuck up because some senior officer has been deployed somewhere. Now, if you calculate the effect of all this disruption on the gross domestic product, we have an econometric model done. It makes a difference of 1%. 1% of India's GDP is a massive figure, massive figure. So this is the good sense behind the decision. To say it is against federalism means that the first 3 elections in India were inconsistent with principles of federalism. That's as far as this is concerned. But if somebody reads the detail of the proposals which the committee has made, and it's always open to criticism, if somebody comes up with a formal argument saying it is not consistent with federalism for reason A, B, or C, what the report broadly submits, and it is consistent with the language of the Constitution, which only prescribes the maximum outer limit for a session of for a term of Parliament and a term of a House of Legislature. This has been departed from was an emergency where Congress added 2 years for the then House. But otherwise, there is only a maximum term. Now, consistent with the maximum term, if a provision is made that if a House comes to an end before its maximum term, the next election will be for the balance period. How is that inconsistent with federalism? The Constitution itself envisages that if there is less than 6 months left, you can postpone elections. That is more of an assault on they're more inconsistent in that sense with federalism and having an elected government than having a government for a shorter period. And also, if people are told, if people know that if you go in for a midterm election, then you are going to go through an election for only 2 years, only 2.5 years. It is a deterrent and it lacks stability. Now, these are all the arguments for. The only argument I've heard against is of catchphrases, and unfortunately, my generation is not very good in the one-liners which you see on Twitter. Like one of the leaders of one of the parties said, this is a weapon of mass distraction. Now, that's a very nice expression, but it's distracting from the fact that you have no logical answer to any of the arguments which have been run, and therefore
of
you
course. But you're pretty certain, I mean, that this cannot go through judicial challenge.
I am reasonably certain that it can't go through judicial challenge. We will be discussing problems with the judiciary in the other interview which you want to have.
And do you think the Prime Minister has the numbers to pull this through? The government has the numbers to pull this through?
See, first of all, you may call people like us incorrigible optimists, but we believe after all the noise and dust is settled, good sense does prevail with human beings.
Yeah.
Now, today's situation. This is something which needs a debate. It needs a national debate. Maybe after 3 years it becomes an electoral issue, and maybe if the government can persuade the people of this country that this is good for the country and makes it an electoral issue, you will see the tune changing.
Yeah.
So the only argument which I have heard, and I don't understand how it works, but the only argument which I have heard is if you have separate elections for the state, then the Modi factor goes away, or you can focus on the local leaders without getting worried about the bigger picture of the national leader. Now, that's not a constitutional argument. That's
so true.
A petty political argument. It's true or false, I don't know. I'm nobody to comment.
I wouldn't take that seriously at all. I would, in fact, dismiss it. But for that, for your perspective on One Nation, One Poll, big story of the day, thank you very much, Harish Salve. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Harish Salve, in fact, sensational comments he's also made ahead of Constitution's debate the debate on Constitution in Parliament. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. I can tell you it's going to be breaking news tomorrow. And ladies and gentlemen, I go back to the unending story of Soros across the country on every street, in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, inside Parliament and outside. Everybody on the streets of the country has one word, and on that word there are fresh revelations every day, and that word is Soros. Ladies and gentlemen, today's Soros debate after this update on what happened through the day today in Parliament.
राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन के सोनिया गांधी के साथ क्या संबंध है जिसको सोरोस फंड करता है? सोनिया और सोरोस का रिश्ता क्या है?
The Congress-Soros funding link logjam reached the floor of the Lok Sabha today.
सैम पित्रोदा, राहुल गांधी, सोरोस और ग्लोबल नॉलेज इनिशिएटिव का संबंध क्या है?
It was BJP parliamentarian Nishikant Dubey leading the charge on Congress-Soros link.
जो कश्मीर को अलग देश मानता है, उसके साथ राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन के सोनिया गांधी के साथ क्या संबंध है जिसको सोरोस फंड करता है? सोनिया और सोरोस का रिश्ता क्या है?
On the crosshairs today with Sonia Gandhi was Sam Pitroda.
150 करोड़ का घोटाला सैम पित्रोदा ने किया। ओवरसीज फ्रेंड्स ऑफ कांग्रेस का वो चेयरमैन है, और राहुल गांधी के अमेरिका दौरे का सारा खर्चा ग्लोबल नॉलेज इनिशिएटिव सैम पित्रोदा देता है।
Dubey also trained his guns at the infamous Rajiv Gandhi Foundation.
राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को सबसे ज्यादा पैसा सोरोस ने दिया। सोरोस जो है मनोज भार्गव, हंस फाउंडेशन और रॉकफेलर फाउंडेशन और किंग एंड पंच के साथ ब्लैक मनी को व्हाइट मनी कर रहा है। राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन के साथ सोरोस का रिश्ता क्या है?
After Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis drew attention to Bharat Jodo Yatra's links to destabilizing organization in a republic exclusive, today Nishikant Dubey raised the issue in the parliament.
उसका रिश्ता क्या है? भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में सलील शेट्टी गया था। भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में कांग्रेस ने कितना पैसा खर्चा किया, और सोरोस फाउंडेशन ने की कार्रवाई 1 बजे के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
The disruption was not just in Lok Sabha. Opposition stalled Rajya Sabha for a 4th straight day. This despite requests from even senior leaders like 91-year-old former Prime Minister H.D. Devi Gowda. Echoing BJP parliamentarians' sentiment was Union Minister J.P. Nadda.
सोनिया गांधी जी जो फोरम ऑफ द लीडर्स ऑफ द एशिया पैसिफिक की को चेयरपर्सन है, जो फंडेड है जॉर्ज सोरोस से, उनका क्या संबंध है, ये देश जानना चाह रहा है।
The Congress continues to evade questions on the George Soros link and instead chooses to question the chair.
बेरोजगारी महंगाई को लेकर कोई जवाब नहीं, और इसलिए उन्होंने जॉर्ज सोरोस को अपना सुरक्षा कवच बना लिया है। पार्लियामेंट के कानून भाजपा पे लागू नहीं है। क्या स्पीकर और चेयर से जो नसीहत मिलती है वो सिर्फ विपक्ष के लिए है?
With the stage set for the mega constitution debate in the parliament, the question remains, will Sonia Soros link logjam continue to derail parliamentary proceedings?
सोरोस और गांधी फैमिली का संबंध क्या है?
Ajay Alok, have you turned this session of Parliament into the Soros session? Is there nothing else? Are you guilty, Ajay Alok, of disrupting Parliament? Has the ruling party started disrupting Parliament using Soros? I'd like your opening defense on this, because then we can get into the details. But in this country, why has Soros become the number one issue for the BJP?
Well, Arnab, when in this country,
Renu Mittal, please pay attention. Ajay Alok is opening the debate. Please, yeah. Please continue.
In this country, we know that dinosaurs are extinct species.
Dinosaurs are extinct
But
everywhere.
Suddenly some dinosaur appears and start eating. No. The new dinosaur has come up in the term of Soros.
Okay. And what kind of
And it's
dinosaur
trying to
is he?
destabilize the country. So what is more important? I'm coming one after the other. It started way back in 2018 when they realized that the Congress party will come back to the power. So everything actively started, and with the return of Modi 2.0 with 303, a pledge was taken that we will spend $1 billion to remove this Rashtravadi Modi, and India is getting nationalized. What's wrong in India getting nationalized? And is getting national and patriotic feeling every year. What's wrong in that? But this man had the audacity to say this at the World Economic Forum at Davos, that under PM Modi, India is moving towards the rightist force. Who is Soros? And why at that point of time never Rahul Gandhi ever criticized him, never the Congress party ever criticized him? One after the other, the Hindenburg story, the British journalist, the BBC revelation, the Rafale story, everything had the Soros stamp, and the Congress party kept on acting like a puppet of Soros. Now there's an interesting character here more. We have seen how the Soros has been linked to the Gandhi family. I have shown you the pictures, I have given you, it's all in the open public domain. That Shobha auntie, or
I come in Arnab,
the wife of Mr. B.K. Nehru, the cousin. Since 1950, the Gandhi family had enjoying good relations with Soros. No problem with that. But when this good relations started interfering in the country's internal affairs,
you are being funded by Pakistanis. BJP is being funded by Pakistanis.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Kamru Zaman Chaudhary of the Congress
Then
Party.
you can go back anywhere.
Kamru Zaman Chaudhary of the Congress Party. With 1 minute. Kamru, you want to let Ajay finish and then come? Or you don't want to let him finish?
He is enjoying his cup of tea. Let me just come in between.
There is one another interesting character, Mr. Chaudhary. Mr. Chaudhary, there is one more interesting character.
What's your relation with the Communist Party of China?
The revelation has just started. Tomorrow it will come.
What's your relation with Communist Party of China?
Yes. The Communist Party of China has... Your relation with Communist Party of China is on the dotted line where you have signed the agreement. The first of its kind of agreement in the whole world.
JP Nadda have meeting with the Chinese
when Rahul Gandhi signed an agreement with the People Liberation of China, and when Rajiv Gandhi Foundation received 50 lakhs and 1 crore from China,
to trade in the
you are the first political
China.
party in this whole world to take money from foreign.
No, 1 minute. You have just said 1 minute. Wait a minute. You just said. Everyone heard it, we heard it. He said, bigger allegations are coming tomorrow. Ajay Alok said, bigger allegations are coming tomorrow. Can you elaborate?
With the fact check.
With a?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. There is another gentleman called Harsh Mandar.
We are coming
to the facts. Harsh Mandar.
You mean that ex-human rights type?
While member of National Advisory
This is getting the press release tomorrow is getting ready in Adani 1.
Chaired by Sonia Gandhi, and he was a member.
Very close to Sonia. Very close to Sonia Gandhi.
Who used to run the country.
Sonia Gandhi.
2004
you tell
to 14.
Me, why did you take funds from
now this Harsh Mandar was on the advisory board.
Party. Why did you send your patriots to our enemy country for training?
National grant making. Funded by George Soros. Open Society, which you were mentioning, Arnab.
National Party.
He's intentionally disturbing me so that my voice doesn't go out. But it's not my voice. It's the voice of every Indian which will go out. Kamrul Jama Chaudhary tomorrow.
Trying a diversion.
What will come out?
Mandar was doing with Open Society.
Who was doing?
That National Advisory Council member was also a member of Open Society, which was giving grants in the whole world.
What are you saying?
For destabilizing economy, for destabilizing democracy in different parts of the country. What he was doing in Open Society, Harsh Mandar. What he was doing in Open Society as a member.
Was he? Was he?
And what he had in the National Advisory Council.
Was he? That's huge.
It is coming up. Everything is coming up.
This huge.
The Congress party will be left nowhere. Congress party will be left nowhere. I'm telling you, what they have done is absolutely to destabilize country. He was a member under Sonia Gandhi of National Advisory Council.
Don't talk like a fool.
The highest body, much more powerful than the Prime Minister of India.
Huge.
Don't take the viewers of
Kamru Chaudhary, we are now on point. We are on point, and a very, very important fact has been shared here now, where it is being said, Savio and Renu, get ready for round 2. BJP national spokesperson, otherwise soft-spoken, Ajay Alok, says that tomorrow I will give proof that when Harsh Mandar was part of the semi-official governance system of the country as a member of the NAC of Sonia Gandhi, the extra-constitutional NAC, he was also associated directly with the Open Society, which means during Sonia Gandhi's time, Open Society had infiltrated the ruling establishment of the country. Now, having said that, he has to provide proof tomorrow, Savio. But if true, this is going to explode tomorrow. Savio, it's going to explode tomorrow.
You know, Arnab, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised that you would find other members linked to the Congress and linked to Open Society. Please understand that George Soros' eyes on India has been there for quite some time. We've been tracking him for the last 8 years. The investments that George Soros has been making to influence social influencers in the academics, influencers in the political system, all of that, every single one of it needs to come out. Because George Soros' main intent is to destabilize the democracy and the nationalism of India. And to do that, he needs a political party that is amiable to him.
Yeah.
And that is what he has been doing ever since the Narendra Modi government has come into power.
Yeah.
More so from 2018 onwards, when they realized that the Narendra Modi government is going to come back into power.
Now, one minute. This specific
George Soros is an economic terrorist.
Yeah.
And he must be treated as one.
He says that
now the point is, what is that a logical reply? Ha ha ha. What is ha ha ha? Which language should I translate that into?
Yeah. Let's hear it. I have something to say. Please, Arnab, my point is, let us also look at the ruling party, which has been there for the last 10 years. The ruling party of India is the BJP. Now the foreign minister of the ruling party, that is Mr. Jai Shankar, let's take a look at his son, his NGO. What is his association? Who is being funded by? So it's good to talk about the Congress and whatever it's happening.
No.
But let's
I'm
also
surprised.
look at the
I'm
ruling
surprised.
party. Lot of
One
things are
minute.
going
One
to
minute.
come out.
One minute.
If you carry on
One
and-
minute.
No,
One
no,
minute.
let me
One
finish.
minute.
Let me
One
finish,
minute.
Arnab.
One minute.
Let me
One minute.
finish.
One minute. One minute.
Let me
One minute. One minute. I want to ask Sushant, who knows these issues. 1 minute. Savio, pull back. Sushant knows these issues. Hand it to Sushant. 1 minute. Sushant. 1 minute. Renu the Great. Renu the Great.
1 minute. Let me finish.
The great
Because I'm
Renu
talking about
Mittal.
the ruling party, you're not letting me talk. What is this? People are talking about Congress. Good. Talk. You bring proof. But let's also talking about the relations of the ruling party with Mr. George Soros. Who is being funded by who? A lot of things are going to come out in the days ahead. The way you're carrying on. And you would be willing to hear all of this. The point is, Mr. Jaishankar's son is running an NGO. Please find out through your very myriad sources. You are well connected, Arnab. Who is funding this? Who are the other ministers and their sons and their relatives who are being funded? A lot of things will come out. Don't be in a hurry. This saga has been started by the BJP. It will finish.
I wish to bring in one second. You see these very bold statements. This saga has been started by the BJP.
Yes.
It will be finished by us. Right? These are Bollywood kind of lines that Renu the Great Mittal is putting out.
It will be finished by the BJP.
Okay.
It will be finished by the BJP. BJP will be the.
You see, I'll tell you, and the question tonight is, see, people are very smart. Don't behave like Kamala Harris. She thought people are stupid. See what her situation is today. The point is tonight that everybody is seeing the link. See, our job is to connect the dots. George Soros, Open Society Foundation, OCCRP, Pegasus, Adani, OCCRP, Pegasus, Adani, George Soros, OSF, Open Society Foundation. Now I'll tell you one thing. You see,
Come out with something new.
we are also unfortunately a country of Jaishans and Mir Jafars. We have been traditionally a country where people have been backstabbers and traitors, right? And this treacherous quality in some Indians must be exposed. You must remember, and Sushant will agree with me, as a student of history and geopolitics, that this country has been let down by Gaddars. Hai na? So, in this question it is, and Gaddars are who? Gaddars are those who associate with foreign powers. उनके हाथ पकड़ के समझते हैं कि उनको फ़ायदा मिल जाएगा. हमारे देश को पर ये अंग्रेज़ का साम्राज्य कैसे हो गया? क्योंकि भारत में बहुत गद्दार थे जिनको लगा कि आर्थिक फ़ायदा या फिर कोई राजनीतिक फ़ायदा उनको मिल जाएगा, है ना? These are cowards, कायर, और सिर्फ इंटेलेक्चुअल यानी कि बौद्धिक कायर नहीं, ये असल तरीके से ये थे cowards, traitors, opportunists. Horrible people, Renu, these people will not be spared. Bad people, okay? Terrible people. We must, no, not generic. I don't say, मैंने आज तक लाइफ में कुछ generic नहीं कहा. यही तो प्रॉब्लम है. यही तो प्रॉब्लम है. मैंने कभी जेनेरिक नहीं कहा. मैंने जीवन में कोई जेनेरिक नहीं कहा. मैंने नहीं कहा. मैंने उद्धव ठाकरे के बारे में भी जेनेरिक नहीं कहा. मैं जेनेरिक बात ही नहीं करता हूँ. मैं जेनेरिक बातें नहीं करता हूँ. मैंने पालघर के बारे में नहीं कहा, अंतोनिया दी माइनो के बारे में नहीं कहा, उद्धव ठाकरे के बारे में. आई एम नॉट अ जेनेरिक काइंड ऑफ गाय. मैं स्पेसिफिक हूँ. क्वेश्चन इज दिस.
You are giving a lot of spleen.
अरे बाबा, I have a problem with these Jean Drez kind of characters.
अरे, you can see one nation.
ये foreigner. ये foreigner.
Assembly elections together.
No. I want to get Sushant. 1 minute. What question?
We are talking about Prime Minister of India.
अरे relax.
What did he do? He separated Maharashtra,
allow
he
the
separated
question.
Haryana. And Mr. Harish Salve is giving us a long lecture.
You don't like Salve also now. Now you know more about constitution than Salve also. तो आप Salve से भी बड़े lawyer हैं आप.
Salve is talking nonsense.
Salve talking nonsense. All nonsense. Salve knows nothing about the law.
Stooge of the BJP.
कुछ नहीं. Okay. Now Salve becomes a stooge of BJP.
No, he knows. What does he know?
Should I open the lines, ladies and gentlemen? ये इनके ना ये एक दो है आपके लिए. There are only 2 lawyers in the country, Kapil Sibal and Prashant Bhushan. और एक इंदिरा जयसिंह है. Did Indira Jaisingh run a NGO? Did Indira Jaisingh, does Indira Jaisingh run an NGO? हाँ क्या? हाँ is the answer.
I mean, the guy is giving us a long lecture on one nation, one poll. He didn't answer the question of why Maharashtra
lines will be
was
open.
separated from Haryana. So much
Sushant,
of
my
time
specific
was
question is this. My specific question.
hold
Oh God.
elections
Oh God. You know, 1 minute, Renu, just 1 minute. You're fantastic, but sometimes just you cross the line. Sushant, question is, BJP says that Harsh Mandar, while being a member of the National Advisory Council, was also associated directly with the Open Society, which means an Open Society member, he had two positions. Conflict of interest nahi hai. You are member of Open Society, allegedly. Mr. Mandar should tell us, allegedly, and you are also a member of NSC. What does this revelation amount to?
So, first was my dear friend and very old friend Renu. I'm very envious of her confidence that she can diss somebody as distinguished as Salve.
Salve, yeah.
And claim that she has more legal and constitutional knowledge.
Yes. He has nothing to say about all these elections being separated. He's giving us a long lecture. Let him be distinguished. Who cares?
Your command for constitutional law is, like I said, NBA. But aside from that, Arnab, the question which you are putting is, the problem with the NSC was that it's not really structured. It was a kind of a Supra cabinet in the UPA. It was calling all the shots, and these were unaccountable people. These were not people who were elected. These were not bureaucrats. They were, in a sense, above the law. They were favorites of the then regime, or at least the first family. They were favorites of those people. They had been handpicked. They had been put into these positions where they were really the shots on what policy is going to be made. Now, the problem was that there was no step taken to ensure that there is no conflict of interest. So these could be very much be part of the NSC, and they could be very much part of other organizations, including international NGOs and funding organizations like Open Society Organization. And where there was a direct conflict of interest, because many of these guys who are funding money or funneling money, not even funding, they're funneling money into India, are basically doing it to influence Indian public opinion, how things work in India, what kind of, for example, you will see the entire transgender LGBTQ agenda being pushed down our throats through organizations like the Prime Video, like Netflix, like some of these OTTs. It's completely bizarre the way it's being, no program can today go through until and unless it's plugging a LGBTQ line. Now, clearly, these are the kind of influence operations which are being run in India. And what people like George Soros and others do is that they insert themselves into organizations which manipulate public opinion, which manufacture public opinion, which influence public opinion, and that is the way they go about it. And for them, there are these youthful idiots, many of whom were part of the NSC, who are part and parcel of that organization. So they are plugging both agendas. They are in the government to plug the agenda of these organizations, and with these organizations which actually is footing their bills in many cases. So there was a very clear conflict of interest, but at that point of time, there was this culture of permissiveness that anybody could come from anywhere and keep funding and keep funneling money into India. And you see of NGOs that were created.
Give us some uninterrupted time to counter these people also.
Power plant in India, because
I will give you time.
And promote environment in India. You could not start a power plant in India because NGO and so there were these whole kind of problems. Okay, that then started coming and influencing policy making in India. Clearly, this is a problem. It needs to be cracked down on.
I also want to check today, and we should check.
One small question.
Pulla, you will take the question. Yeah.
All those. Yeah. No. Anyone can answer. All those people who are supporting Congress and Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi and family. Just one question to all three of you. Do you consider George Soros as anti-India or not?
Pulla, take it.
Yeah. What is the? How do you qualify somebody as anti-Indian or pro-Indian?
You have dredged out somebody called Harish Mandar of 20 years ago and put him today.
Then there is the point of debating, otherwise there is no point of debating.
Say, do you think so? Well, let me finish. We have the Intelligence Bureau. What were they doing in the last 10 years? Why didn't they bring a dossier out? Now you drag some
figure. Are you
figure.
convinced
I'll say,
George Soros is an anti-Indian fellow
Mandar is
or
like
not?
this. There are so many figures who are anti-Indian. Obama, like most American presidents, have been anti-Indian.
I'm asking about George
Every
Soros.
one of them. They have balanced India against the others. They have balanced Pakistan and China against India.
I'm asking
all
about
American
George Soros.
presidents,
What
all
makes
of
you
them have
closer
come
to
out.
him?
What Hillary Clinton has said has come out. What Bill
I don't
Clinton has
care.
said has come out. So therefore,
I don't care.
are they
If all American presidents
Why
are
are you
anti-Indian?
going and hugging them? Why are you meeting
I echo
them?
you.
George Soros can be anything. He's a 95-year-old.
No, I echo you on that. But George Soros is anti-Indian or not?
No, I one thing, Mr. Alok. You mentioned some names as getting money. Ms. Mittal has mentioned one name. There are two other names. Daughters and
I'm
sons of
just asking a
governors.
simple question. You are not
what are they
answering
doing
me.
with all this money?
George Soros is anti-Indian by his activities or not?
And one more thing is, I think the BJP is over-flogging this horse. You're
Why are you
flogging
beating
it.
around the bush? It's a
dead
simple
horse.
question.
It's gone. He's aged. He's finished. He lost the election in America. Everything that they say is omnipotent. Is he omnipotent to take on the Indian country?
But he's an
Indian state?
anti-India foreigner. And what I was saying was, he's an anti-India foreigner.
Yes,
They are not convinced, Arnab.
No.
George Soros is not
And you are the people you go abroad and say, help us, help us, help us, help us. हमें सेव करो, हमें बचाओ, हमें बचाओ, हमें नरेंद्र मोदी और बीजेपी से बचाओ. You do this in America all the time, no, Kamru? You do this Rona Dhona in America. हमको बीजेपी से बचाओ, हम इलेक्शन हार जाएंगे. कमला हैरिस, इलान ओमर, हमें बचाओ. Samantha Power, Donald Lu, हमको नरेंद्र मोदी से बचाओ. You do this all the time. Western democracy should intervene in India.
I say Republic TV is being funded by Pakistan. Does that stand? I have to prove it. Why shoot and scoot? Let these people come out with proof.
Okay, very nice, very nice question.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Very nice question. Very nice question. Thank you for allow me. No, very. I want to respond to that because you mentioned my network. No, Kamru, I'm coming back to you, but after 10 seconds. Kamru, I'm coming back to you after 10 seconds. Thank you for allowing me an opportunity to state once again on national television with a matter of great pride, right, that Republic TV is the only completely independently owned organization in which yours truly is completely in control of the company, its editorial and financial control, and yours truly controls over 82% of the equity of the company, and no other individual even has double-digit investment in the company. Second point about Republic, it's a 100% Swadeshi company, right? We don't raise foreign money in debt or equity. Fourth thing, Republic Network is funded by the people of India, by advertisers and the people of India as the most watched and the most premium network across the country, expanding at a terrific rate. Now, if you say, Arnab, how do I believe you? I will tell you the following. Put out RTI, go to Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. My ownership of this magnificent network is documented in every document that I file. You can do ROC check, you can find out. It'll be brilliant. Now, my counter question is, did Rajiv Gandhi Foundation take any money from Open Society or Soros?
No,
can they say no? If you say you are funded by Pakistan, I can say no. Why don't they say no? Why don't they say no, Kamru?
That's what the point I'm
That
telling.
is the point.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
That is the only point. Only
when
point.
I said shoot and scoot,
Shoot.
you clarified. You clarified. I know.
But why, like I have clarified, why can't they clarify?
Now tell me one thing. He mentioned Harshmandar's name.
He mentioned Harshmandar.
Clarifying to who?
Wait, coming to that. He said Harshmandar.
He mentioned Harshmandar.
CBI is investigating Harshmandar for the last 1 year. They've investigated Aman Biradari, an NGO that is working with the Gujarat riot victims out there. Do you think this is a plan, a game plan started by the Bharatiya Janata Party to counter the
counter, Rajalo, counter
bribery scandal, the Modi-Adani nexus? Because
counter, Ajay Alok, why do you quit?
They are not ready to accept.
Why do you quit? Open the
I'm not
lines.
quiet. I'm just listening. I'm listening to all the rants what he's making. I'm listening to all the rants he's making, but he's not answering a simple question. He's not answering a simple question. Is George Soros anti-India or not? No, they are.
Is George Soros anti-India or not? Renu Mittal, answer. Somebody answer for God's sake. He's asking. Will you admit that George Soros is essentially anti-our nation? Answer. Open the lines.
Why are you asking the question?
Open the lines. Answer, Renu.
With the Chinese Communist Party of
But
India.
this is the problem.
Why is the mouth
Shouting will not help.
Why did they send their people
Last 2 years you are running a campaign against him.
Why don't they answer?
You should know whether he's anti-India or not. How do we know?
अरे भाई आप लोग इतना रोना
Does the
धोना कर रहे
government know? Why
हैं
does the government
one minute Renu listen to me अच्छा first caller Lalit Sharma from Bengaluru
Yes, the government
Lalit
does.
Sharma from Bengaluru our first caller tonight and he's live Lalit
Yeah,
what do you think
Mr.
Lalit
Arnab. Yeah. Mr. Arnab, my question is to Ajay Alok actually.
Ajay Alok yes
Yeah.
Lalit Sharma
The thing is, the country has now today understood the kind of false allegations that Congress can make and their darbaris can make. Besides them, if another person called Kejriwal always making false allegations. We are not worried about that. The nation has understood it very clearly. But today, Renuka ji has said that we will expose you. And they seem to be threatening. Always. If you recall,
I said the government will get exposed on its own because of the kind of propaganda they're running. I never said we.
You said Lalit बोलिए Lalit
अजय आलोक जी मुझे ये बोलिए मुझे कोई डर नहीं लगता इन लोगों से मगर देश की जनता को आपको आश्वासन दिलाना पड़ेगा कि ऐसा कुछ इनको करने नहीं दोगे आप.
What did you say?
Thank you.
What was your last point?
ललित जी
My last point was
मोदी है तो मुमकिन है 1500 से ज्यादा एनजीओ इनके बंद कर दिए इनकी फंडिंग बंद कर दी है हमने इंटरनेशनल से लेकर तमाम जितने फर्जी एनजीओ थे उनकी सबकी फॉरेन फंडिंग बंद हो चुकी है ये बिलबिला इसलिए
हैं जनता को कहते हैं कि हम आग लगा देंगे और ये करते भी हैं.
From Andaman, so I have a call from Ashish from Port Blair watching the program on the Soros gang tonight. Ashish.
Good evening, Arnab. I just want to ask the Congress representative on your show.
Kamru, take
that. So, he has been telling me all the things about BJP and all. I'm not bothered about their politics. But if they are so clean, why can't they release the MOU signed between Congress and the
Superb. Kamru released the MOU. We want the MOU between Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping.
And at what capacity that MOU was signed?
And what capacity was that MOU signed? Wonderful. Round of applause for you, Ashish. Come on, Kamru.
That's the lie that has been peddled all along out here. That's what I was bringing out the Chinese Communist Party of India, what you call this, China, and the BJP cadres going to China for training. What was the agreement between the CCP and the BJP out here? The BJP needs to answer that first question.
No. But what was in that paper that Rahul Gandhi signed?
No. It's a party to
you
party
accepted money also.
That happens
party to party.
National lies on the
You accepted
party to party, and then after that you took money from Chinese embassy. After that you took money from Chinese embassy or not? Did 1.5 crores what they sent by the Chinese embassy to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation?
Pakistanis you don't debate.
No. Did money go from Chinese embassy to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation after that or before that?
No.
After that or before that? After that or before that? Before or after? Tell me, Kamru.
Wait.
Wait, I will not wait.
Now, the simple question in this year budget.
This year budget, I'm talking about that picture.
No. That's the MOU I am
Then release the MOU, give me a copy.
Why did they give?
Share it with me.
Lithium imports, why did they make this import duty zero.
Trying to change the subject. No, change the subject. See, Sushant,
into India.
He's slipping away now. Slipping away. He's trying to slip away.
It's not a
He's trying to
question
slip away. Kamru.
Every step of the way, Adani is being felicitated by the BJP government in India.
Aj, my viewers are asking pinpoint questions.
Hundreds of crores of losses to the common man every day. And you talk about an inconsequential MOU with the Chinese.
Inconsequential
they will lead delegations to the
Sushant,
Chinese.
is it inconsequential, please?
Inconsequential.
Yes, Sushant Sareen.
It doesn't have any manner.
Sushant Sareen.
Okay, so what Mr. Chaudhary is saying,
USA and campaign for Donald Trump. Why did he interfere in the different parties?
Mr. Chaudhary, I'll take you at face value. And I will agree that it's a completely inconsequential MOU. The best thing you can do to prove that it's a completely inconsequential MOU is to make it public. The story, it'll be a slap on the face of anybody and everybody who's questioning the bona fides of the Congress party dealing with the Chinese.
Yeah.
There is an old
Mr. Sareen, I respect you. I've raised a serious question.
You've had your say, sir. I've just put a question.
Adani being facilitated by the
Sushant louder.
In the import.
So here is the thing. The other thing is that political parties in one country always interact with political parties in another country. Only if that happens when relations between the two countries more or less normal. When relations are normal, there is that exchange which takes place. That is part and parcel of diplomacy. The BJP was doing it, the Congress MPs have gone, other MPs have already gone. I'm not bringing in the communists in this because their association...
No, they are saying, Are Baba, I also want to say one thing. One thing here. Kamru is saying...
Beijing to India or by political parties.
Kamru is saying today that Arnab, you know nothing. We've just done a party to party kind of little conversation. Can you name any other political party in China? Don't you know the Chinese Communist Party is the government?
The BJP led by Nitin Gadkari.
Name one other political party in China besides CCP.
Because every other political party is CCP out there. There is no political party in China.
So the CCP is the government, which means a political party in India called All India Congress Committee has signed an arrangement with the Chinese government. Why did you do that?
Why did
you do that? Siddhi Shah from Kolkata on the last 1 minute of the debate. Siddhi, come on. Siddhi Shah.
Saying that there's people pro-Congress. They don't let the parliament run. And they're asking questions on your program. Why don't they come clean on the parliament? And the parliament, everything is being paid by us.
Excellent, Siddhi. Superb point. Next caller. Superb point. I need 2 more callers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are besieged with calls tonight. People are so angry. Pulla, you guys are losing the debate. Today, even Renu can't answer a single point tonight. Gunashekar R. Bhatt from Bengaluru tonight. Yes, Gunashekar.
Yeah, I want to ask a question to the BJP spokesperson.
BJP spokesperson, go on, ask him.
Why can't the government order a thorough probe so that it looks like it is only a tip of the iceberg. Soros gang is covered and more aggressive all around the world, and now it is targeting India. And this should be their last game plan. Bring out, order a thorough probe and bring out everything in open.
Oh, bring out everything in open. I support that. I support that. That's so wonderful, Gunashekar. The BJP also keeps making an issue, but parliament over issue forgotten. I mean, do something. 10 years you're in power. What happened to Robert Vadra, Damachri, Augusta Westland?
Issue is not...
What happened to all that?
Arnab, issue is not forgotten. That's why we have the CRPC has been changed. The CRPC has been changed and IPC has been changed.
Okay, we are going over. Dinkar from Mumbai, last 30 seconds. Dinkar from Mumbai. Dinkar. Dinkar, go on.
Good evening to you.
Good evening.
I've been trying to reach you since so many weeks, but today I got a chance to speak to you.
Thank you, Dinkar.
Yeah, my question is, I have 2 questions to all gentlemen. If at all Adani goes and invests in all of the world, what is their problem? He is investing his money and now he is bringing the business to India. So why they have to oppose all these things?
Wonderful, Dinkar.
Is it
monopolistic business to the
given money
country
to
by subverting the thousands and lakhs of SMEs in India?
Your Congress
We cannot
governments
create
have
a
taken so much money from
We
Adani.
cannot create an East India company again.
What
in
East India company? Okay, find out the links between senior Rahul Gandhi advisors and the Adanis, who they have worked with very closely in the past.
Go to
Ladies,
the brass tacks. Go to the brass tacks. Don't
I am
go
only
into
on
that
brass
line.
and tax. Ladies and gentlemen, I am on brass attacks, and we'll see what expose comes tomorrow. And dear viewers, the debate continues. In case you missed 8, it's running now after a few minutes at 10. For now, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया, पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग.